Hey everybody, Ben the Bondsman here. I wanted to cover a subject that I forget sometimes because I've been a bondsman for so long that a lot of people don't really understand how bail bonding works. And I see a lot of comments on my videos, and I hear a lot of people say that bail bonding lets the rich walk free and keeps the poor repressed and keeps the poor in jail. I think there's a fundamental misunderstanding of how bail bonding works and what it is that we do. A lot of people, when they're referring to the cash bail system, I think what they're referring to are the people that can afford to go to the jail and pay a $10,000 bond in whole to the jail or to the court and get released from jail. And rich people can do that. That's normally what they do. Well, their attorneys do. Their attorneys will arrange for bail and go down and pay the bail and collect it from their client once the client's out of jail. But what we do is surety bail. What we do is we go and charge the people that got that same $10,000 bond 10%, or in some cases 15%, and get them released for jail on the same bond. So as a surety bondsman, what we're doing is we're telling the courts that if that person doesn't show up for court, we'll pay that $10,000 to the court. But the person that can't afford to pay the $10,000 to the court up front, they call us and we get them out. And not only do we get them out for a fraction of the cost, but we also can set them up on payment plans. We can accept a certain amount down, or we can accept collateral in place of payments, or we can take items on trade instead of money. We have a huge amount of flexibility that a government-run system doesn't have, that we can help people that can't afford to get out of jail otherwise. So when people are hating on the cash bail system, I don't think they really understand the benefits of having bail bondsmen and having the ability and the flexibility to get people out of jail that otherwise couldn't afford to get out of jail. And by abolishing bail bondsmen in all these states, what they're really doing is they're really putting the people that can't afford to get out of jail in jeopardy of not getting out of jail, and leaving room for the rich to get out of jail. And not only do we get people out of jail that wouldn't normally be able to afford to get out of jail, but we also make sure that they show up in court, because we have a financial interest in making sure they show up in court. If they don't show up in court, we have to pay that $10,000 bond as a bonding company. So we have a vested interest in that case getting resolved. And if they still don't show up for court, no matter how many times we contact them and let them know they need to be there, then at no cost to the taxpayer, we go out and we get them and we put them back in jail so they can see their day in court. Bail bondsmen help keep the legal system fluid. We help keep it moving. We help keep cases getting closed and getting resolved. So, like I said, that's my opinion. I think that these states that got rid of bail bondsmen and replaced it with a state-run system are really doing a disservice to the people that couldn't normally afford to pay that big chunk of money up front. It's just my opinion. Say what you will. I hope this clears it up for some of you and you have a little bit better understanding of how it works.